In the midst of heightened interest in global military advancements, a series of reports emerged in July 2025 suggesting that India was developing a stealth-capable strategic bomber with intercontinental range. These articles, circulated across digital defense portals and amplified by regional media outlets, claimed that India was pursuing an ultra-long-range bomber with a range exceeding 12,000 kilometers, a payload capacity of up to 12 tons, and advanced features resembling those of top-tier strategic bombers developed by leading aerospace nations. The speculative reports detailed that this aircraft would be capable of operating without aerial refueling and incorporate next-generation stealth technologies, autonomous mission systems, radar-absorbing composite materials, and a weapon system that could potentially include cruise missiles and precision-guided munitions. Some narratives even claimed India had entered early negotiations with foreign partners for technology transfers and assistance in materials science and engine development. The aircraft was allegedly inspired by the Russian Tu-160 and the American B-21 Raider in design philosophy, emphasizing long-range deterrence and deep penetration capability. However, within hours of the reports circulating, the Indian Ministry of Defense issued an unequivocal denial. The statement called the claims entirely fabricated and lacking any official basis. No such program exists under the Defense Research and Development Organization (DRDO), and no strategic bomber platform is being conceptualized, funded, or prototyped by Indian aerospace authorities. Independent sources from the Indian Air Force supported this statement, stressing that the media stories had no grounding in current defense planning or national security strategy. This official response is consistent with India's long-standing defense posture, which remains focused on regional security and deterrence rather than global force projection. India does not operate any strategic bombers today and has not done so since the retirement of the British-built Canberra aircraft in 2007. While India has made substantial advancements in fighter aircraft development, including the indigenous Tejas light combat aircraft and the upcoming AMCA advanced medium combat aircraft, the leap from 4.5-generation fighter jets to a stealthy, long-range bomber is enormous and involves a host of technological and industrial hurdles. Developing a platform equivalent to the capabilities claimed in the media would require mastery of complex integrated systems. These include high-bypass turbofan engines capable of sustained supersonic flight, advanced low-observability design techniques for multispectral stealth, high-speed secure communications, satellite-linked global navigation and targeting systems, and a robust command and control infrastructure spanning continents. Beyond that, there would be the logistical challenge of establishing a global refueling, maintenance, and operational support network, a feat only achieved by nations with decades of strategic airpower experience. Even nations with significant industrial capabilities have refrained from pursuing such platforms due to the cost, complexity, and evolving nature of modern warfare. The strategic bomber, while historically effective during the Cold War, is no longer the primary instrument of deterrence in an era dominated by hypersonic glide vehicles, precision strike drones, cyber warfare, and integrated electronic warfare systems. The costs alone are staggering. A strategic bomber costs several times more than advanced fifth-generation fighters and carries operational costs that only a few nations can afford over decades. It requires massive infrastructure not just for production, but for survivability, mission readiness, and nuclear deterrence protocols. In this context, India's focus remains pragmatic. The country is investing in expanding its fighter fleet, building up aerial refueling and airborne early warning systems, and advancing missile technology with projects in hypersonic glide vehicles and precision-guided long-range strike missiles. It is also scaling up investments in unmanned systems and fifth-generation stealth fighters under the AMCA program. Resources and budget constraints demand a careful allocation of priorities, and India continues to operate far below its sanctioned squadron strength. Strategic bombers, while impressive on paper, do not currently serve the nation's defined defense doctrine. By contrast, the United States maintains its undisputed leadership in strategic airpower. It remains the only country with a fully integrated global strike architecture that includes long-range stealth bombers, global positioning and targeting satellites, forward operating bases on every continent, and a combat-tested logistics system capable of sustaining high-intensity operations anywhere in the world. American platforms are not just aircraft, they are nodes in a broader, intelligent, and deeply layered defense ecosystem. No current development better represents this advantage than the B-21 Raider. This next-generation stealth bomber, developed by Northrop Grumman for the U.S. Air Force, is designed to operate in highly contested environments against the most advanced air defense systems. Unlike legacy bombers, the B-21 will be capable of precision strikes at intercontinental ranges while remaining virtually undetectable to enemy radar. Its digital infrastructure allows for rapid upgrades, AI-supported operations, and seamless integration into joint force operations across air, space, and cyber domains. As of mid-2025, the B-21 Raider continues to undergo flight testing and system integration trials. All evaluations thus far confirm that it is performing within design parameters. The aircraft is expected to enter service later this decade and gradually replace the aging B-1 and B-2 fleets. Once operational, it will form the core of America's long-range strike capability, capable of nuclear and conventional missions, global power projection, and deterrence across all major theaters. No other aircraft under development by any country matches the B-21 Raider in capability, survivability, or strategic value. It represents the pinnacle of bomber design, stealthy, autonomous, versatile, and built to outlast and outperform any peer platform in the world for decades to come.